everyone. We're coming. Coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA.
Here we go.
I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. And here we go, the battle between conferences. It's the East versus West, where the Charlotte Hornets will be looking to make a statement. Pass to Marjanovic, and that one is good. Marjanovic has got the opening basket of the game for the Hornets. Well, Smitty, tonight a lot of experience on the floor. Guys who have been going up against each other for a very long time.
You have to have those wily vets. I know young guys get up and down, athleticism, but the vets, they just know how to play, especially when you have one of those experienced guys coming off the bench. He could be very key to making a run and also changing the course of the game.
And guys look for ways to kind of get up for a game, don't they? They like the individual rivalries they see.
Yeah, they love it. You get a chance to look down there and see another guy you've been going against each other for years. It's you versus him in somewhat of a game within the game.
And the rejection by James. Back to Marjanovic. It's stolen by Ibaka. 4-on-3 break. It's tipped. It's stolen by Hill. Pass break. Here we go. Shot on the wing. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Out to the wing. Nice ball movement by Utah. For the three. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Exactly what you want from that play. Get it to Serge where he can simply rise and fire.
Hill with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Pass to Robertson. Back to Cousins. And they double up Cousins. Just 5 to shoot.
Awesome display. Fierce with the level of strength. DeMarcus with the impressive move.
LeBron with it. In the corner, Ibaka with it. Off target with his three. Pass to Marjanovic. Now here's Cousins. On the wing, Harris. Here's Robertson. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
It's LeBron with the drive. Got that one up quick. 6 points for Serge Ibaka.
This is where Serge is most dangerous. Extremely confident now from beyond the arc.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
First quarter, you're really testing the defense, trying to find their weaknesses.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Stolen away. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And Robertson has it in the corner. Back to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And 6'7" swingman Andre Robertson out of the University of Colorado, one of the league's premier defensive specialists.
And Kevin, there's a reason he started for most of his career, and it has nothing to do with his shooting. Now returning from that ruptured patella tendon, will he regain that elite defensive form? Only time will tell.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Back to James. It's stolen by Hill. Charlotte shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
When you look at offensively gifted big men in the league, Cousins is right at the top. Does everything you could want from a center at a high level. Scores inside and out, off the catch or his own moves. Just a complete center.
And Andre Robertson is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. There's a minute 40 left here in the opening quarter. And Steve, with Cousins, his dominance on offense shows up on paper and passes certainly the eye test.
I remember a game last season, Kevin. He posted a ridiculous 40-point, 20-rebound, 10-assist night. First time that had been done in 50 years. For a lot of guys, that's a week's worth of stats.
Now, here's Cantor. 5 on the clock. Robertson. Rebound by Agenza.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
They get a hand on it, but they'll get another chance. Pass to Cantor. He doesn't hit that one. And Utah the other way now. Outside, Bogdanovich. Got that one up quick. Bogdanovich has got 5 now.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
It's back to Hill. Charlotte getting another chance here. And Cousins throws it down.
One thing about DeMarcus, he's got an edge to him, and a lot of the time, it works to his advantage.
Charlotte in the lead. Here's Robertson. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. He has 6.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
The kick out to LeBron. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
What you put out is what you get back. LeBron sets up so many teammates on the catch and shoot. That time, the favor is returned.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's been the guy making things happen for the Charlotte Hornets. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We'll return short. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
I mean, really good with their post presence, and it's really allowed them to establish a physical tone here in the first.
Well, you know, in this era, everybody likes the three-point shot. I like their commitment to pounding the ball inside.
Back to O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots. And that one's good. James. James has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Utah.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
I'm loving this one. It's been back and forth with these lead changes. It's probably going to just come down to who has the ball last.
Here's Cantor. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And sometimes it seems the age of interior scoring big men has come and gone. Enes Kanter, one of the rare big men who can dominate a game offensively in the paint, great hands and the strength to create space. Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other." Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other. Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. And you talk about Cantor's inside game, but he's got a solid jump shot.
It looks very comfortable all the way out to 20 feet. I think before long we may see him add a three-point shot to his repertoire.
Here's Connaughton. It's not going to go for him. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. And that'll be his third foul so far. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. A lot of statistics to try to devour. The plus-minus statistics are some that really stand out for fans and players. How useful you think a tool that is?
You know, I love it, Kevin, because then you get a chance to see the guys who, you know, the stats we look at is rebounds, points, assists, blocks, and steals. There are some guys that make an impact without having those numbers, and it goes by what the score is. And that plus-minus help those guys who I would say not as skillful as some of the guys as far as putting up stats that way, but you can see the team plays better when this guy is on the floor, no matter how many points he scores.
Did you pay attention to the plus-minus?
Kevin, I'm so old, they didn't have plus-minus.
I didn't mean to embarrass you there, Steve. I am so sorry. Here's Lyles. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Lyles got 4 points in the quarter.
Credit the vision of LeBron. Leave even one guy open, he'll find him.
Lyles. And the basket is good. Lyles got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
Cantor trying to free himself up. Satoransky gets the bucket. Satoransky's got his second bucket of the night.
Because he's inconsistent from range, the defense dares him to take that shot. Bad gamble there.
And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. And here is Satoransky. 6 points for him. Here's Muhammad. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Pass to Harkless. It's stolen by Ajinça. A pull-up. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Stolen by Cantor. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Lyles. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic.
What a year for the Utah Jazz in 2018. A fifth-place finish in the West with a solid 48-win season. Definitely surpassed the expectations many had going into the year.
Substitution for your Hornets.
Young with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Muhammad. Second shot opportunity. Young's shot is off. Utah trailing here. Down low. Young with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that third foul this early.
The Hornets shooting their fifth and sixth free throws of the game. Both shots good from the stripe.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Muhammad.
And Lynn has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend. And for Lynn, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
1:36 left to play here in the second quarter. Banked in off the glass.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
And with Lynn, he made a point upon returning from injury, saying he will not change how he plays.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys, they'll shy away from contact after experiencing a torn patella like Lynn did, but he knows that he is at his best going at defenders and absorbing that contact. He said he'll try and be more aware of how he lands, but has no plans of changing his game.
Goes back up. That's tipped. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Jazz trailed by 4. .46 seconds left in the first half. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, you have to admire the aggressiveness of Lynn, constantly looking to draw the foul on his shot. Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
And that's a foul called an Alexis Aginson. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Charlotte, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. And so Young nails them both. If they play the clock right, they can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Lynn. And the layup's good off the glass. Lynn's got 6 points in the quarter.
Just absolute tenacity by Lynn, just bouncing off defenders on his way to the rim.
For Charlotte, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And so Young nails them both. Jazz trailed by 5. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Von Lay. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First trip to the line for him here. Free throw good, Von Lay. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Jazz shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Both free throws good from Lynn. And so here's Charlotte. 4-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hornets lead by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. James, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
That one falls. Harkless has got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Charlotte. Pass to Ibaka. Kicks it out to LeBron. They get it back. Ibaka right side. Now Ilyasova. 6 to shoot. Goes back up. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 7 points for LeBron.
And what's really amazing, LeBron's such a big-time scorer, but that's not even what he does best. Serge Ibaka, known for his defense since he came into the league. Still a very capable shot blocker. He has good strength, and he can guard post players much bigger than him.
The kick out to Ilyasova. To the paint. Tries again. Ibaka. Back to James. Collison for three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Here's Harkless. Count it. Good. And now a 9-point Charlotte lead.
And just building on to the lead, extending it, trying their best to put this one away.
You sense the game has a number of ways it can go. All you can do is your very best at that moment.
And Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron? One of the best to ever play the game.
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Pass to Ilyasova. James looking around. And finished off by LeBron.
The king, timeless, saying, I'm going to keep doing what I do until they catch up with me.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Charlotte leading by 7. Hill drives in. And there's the call on James. And that'll be his third foul so far. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Robertson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. There's a real art, isn't there, Steve, to drawing charges? Who are some of the best at doing that you see now on a game-to-game basis?
You know, DeMarcus Cousins stands out because he's a center. You're used to seeing centers block shots.
Right.
But he can get in position and take charges. Draymond Green loves to take charges. Kemba Walker does it from the point guard position. Marcus Smart, Patrick Beverly. Those are some of the names, and the list goes on and on.
And those guys are tough guys, too. They have a toughness, grit factor about it.
Yeah, you got to have that, Kevin, if you're going to bounce your head off the floor.
Enzo Hill will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Lays it up off the glass. And the Hornets lead by 8.
Okay, George Hill. Elusive off the bounce. Makes it look so easy.
Utah calls timeout.
Well, the big story in the offseason was LeBron's free agency. You knew that there would be a ton of rumors flying around about where he might end up. Honestly, I'm sure he's glad it's over with and can once again focus on the court.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Wiles. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Nice ball movement by Utah. Inside. Banked in off the glass. O'Neal's got his second basket of the night. And for LeBron, it's really about the media circus, Greg, that surrounds him when he's a free agent.
And boy, it's hard because his free agency is the story in the NBA. Honestly, maybe the story in sports. The decision he made with this team completely shaped and shifted the outlook of the entire league. All other free agents and teams were just waiting to see what he'd do before the dominoes start to fall.
For three, Harris. It's hauled in by Lyles. .119 left in the third. Left side, Collison. Pass to Lyles. And the shot is good. Lyles got 8 points.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
And Robertson has it in the corner. Here's Cantor. And the rejection by James.
On the ball, off the ball, LeBron can really protect the rim.
And you don't like to concede the free throws, but it's better than getting flushed on.
And he makes the first. And Utah making a change here. And Cantor drops them both.
It's a luxury to have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Lyles. Clock at 6. At the elbow, it's Collison. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
Jazz trailed by 6. And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That's his first foul. On defense, Charlotte. Here's Lynn. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Shooting one.
You have to respect the concentration level of Lynn there. Just doesn't get rattled on his shot when the D whacks it.
Hornets leading by 3.
And quarter's almost over. You don't want to give the ball back here.
Gotta be smart about it. Even if you miss, you want to leave no time on the clock.
Back to Cantor. 4 seconds left. And he lays it straight in. Cantor's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. It's Charlotte up by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Kept alive. And Cantor throws it down.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And, Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
He just never gives up on any play, any shot. He's always battling in the paint. He's one of the best at that position.
Here's Hojeley.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing. This is where we're going in the NBA right now. Stretch bigs.
Pass to Harkless. And Satoransky wide open. He fires. Charlotte moving the ball around. A 3-ball. Rebound, Utah. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
You know, you hate to blame anybody, but those turnovers are a big reason why they're down.
That's his 4th foul of the evening. He needs to be careful now. Pick and choose where to be aggressive.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal.
Incredible anticipation by LeBron. Kick starts the break.
Charlotte no good that time either.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, reason why they have found their shooting stroke. Their offense is clicking.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
The defense looks done right now. No hustle or real desire to get stops.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's Robertson. Pass to Cousins. And they double up Cousins. That one's not going to go. Now the Jazz take it the other way. And there's the call on James. That will be foul number 5 on him.
And you've got to be more careful in that situation. That's his 5th foul, and now he's walking a fine line.
Here's Cousins. And that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession. Utah calls timeout.
And, of course, we know about DeMarcus Cousins last season and the torn Achilles. I'm just glad to see him back out on the floor and fully recovered. He's put in a lot of work in terms of rehab and make sure that he can get back to doing what he does best.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game. Ellis?
All right, David, thanks. It's LeBron with the drive.
The aggressive mindset. LeBron putting it on the deck and drawing contact.
He's off on the first.
Quinn Snyder, one of the more serious and intense coaches in the NBA. He has an MBA and a law degree. Takes a very measured approach to coaching, and it fits the team perfectly.
Here's Cousins. And the rejection by LeBron. Utah calls timeout. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team, while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Utah trailing here. And Steve, you talk about Snyder's intensity, perhaps has one of the sternest faces on the sideline.
That intensity has translated to his defense. He's rebuilt the team on that end. The Jazz players have followed his lead. They play with toughness.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there. And he looks totally out of sorts here at the stripe. Those defenders aren't afraid at all to body him up and force him to earn his points at the line.
Pass to Cousins. Back to Robertson. And here is Cousins. And the rejection by Ajinça. Here's Collison. Another miss by Utah.
Boy, he loves that mid-range jumper. Just fails to create enough room to operate.
Hill.
George Hill.
Cousins trying to free himself up. And the basket by Hill. And the Hornets lead by 3.
Big bucket there by Hill. Give him the chance, and he'll make you pay.
It's tipped. Stolen by O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
They're so close now. They've got to keep their foot on the gas pedal.
And it's Hill penetrating. Here's Robertson. And he drops in the way up off the glass.
His combination of energy and anticipation showing up on the offensive glass.
Jazz trailed by 3. To the paint. And stolen by Cousins. And that's a foul called an Alexis Ajinski. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And so here's Charlotte. They've led by as much as 10. And Robertson has it in the corner. They get it back to the inside. Here's Marjanovic. And they pick up 2. Lynn looking it over. Pass to Ajinski. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
And it's Hill penetrating. It's good.
That's a big-time basket right there. Hill coming through for his team.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two. Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Another shot. Here's Marjanovic. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And Ajinski drops them both.
And now you're in a great position thanks to those clutch free throws. 1-possession game now.
Pass to Robertson. Over LeBron. Robertson. It's in! Whoops, they pick off the pass. And James picks up the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker. So he can't get either to fall. Utah calls timeout. They're down by 4. 36 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Both teams will make substitutions. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. So he comes up empty at the line.
And this is not a time to be patient with the basketball.
Yeah, for sure. They need a quick score and a foul just to have a chance.
Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Cousins pulls it in. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovic. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Some call him a star, some call him a tease. Cousins is somewhere in between the two.
And stolen by Cousins. And so it's Charlotte with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans